The fake stars in the sky to the abyss underground is going to know about this breakup. I live for the drama, I live for the tea, but I don't think I'm going to be living after this one. He's cheating on her with Venti or with Jean. That's tea. Okay. That was as painful as it was for you as it was for me. Hi. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is E, as in like... And today we're doing another tier lists because you like the tier lists, so then I make the tier lists. And the tier lists are made and they're posted. And let me enjoy the tier lists because tier lists... So I am deeming myself a ship knowledge person. I don't know anything about building a character for a cryo freeze perma-freeze build. I don't know what that freaking means, but I do know how to read the room and know when two characters want to kiss each other. So I'm gonna stay in my lane. So today this ship tier list is very specific. I'm ranking Genshin Impact characters based on how I think they're going to break up. Because I am a messy first and foremost. I love the tea and I love the drama. If this video is out on time, because by God, I hope it is, then tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm gonna be on twitch.tv/eissocial. It's gonna be my debut Twitch live stream. We're gonna do some fun Genshin challenges, which you'll find out what that means if you show up. So I will see you there, right? Excellent. We'll go get something to drink. I prefer tea. And we are going to get messy. The first category is clean breakup. No drama, good communication skills. It's all nice and mature and very boring. And then we've got the drama category, my favorite. People are crying. People are dying. People are wailing in the streets. If they burn, everyone burns with them. Ghosted, I will put if I think one or both characters will ghost each other. The next category is through a friend. So kind of like ghosting, but they tell their friend to go break up for them. Very elementary school. And then this one is adultery, which is awful. I don't support adultery at all. And it's not really funny, but it is a little bit. One of the characters cheated on the other person. Bonus points if I can name who they cheated on that person with. And the last category is friends with benefits. I don't really think they end up being in a relationship at all. I just think that they kind of like, you know, hang out sometimes. So let us begin. Baiguang. It just occurred to me how painful this is going to be. I don't want to imagine Beidou and Ningguang breaking up. Okay, Beidou and Ningguang breaking up. It's drama. Everyone in the Jade Chamber heard them arguing. Everyone heard Beidou slam the door on her way out. The Jade Chamber wish it was fighting Ossile again with all the drama that is going on in its corridors. But they're gonna get back together again. Like, don't worry. They just moved in together too quickly. Okay, Fischl and Bennett. Fischl and Bennett through a friend. Okay, Fischl broke up with Bennett, 'cause that's just Bennett's luck that the weird girl will break up with him. So Fischl told Razor, who then told Venti, because he's in it for some reason, who then told Diona to go tell Bennett that it's over. Poor Bennett, dog. Razor and Benold, I think it's ghosted. I think Razor, with his poor communication skills, like literally his English is rough. Razor doesn't know how to confront his feelings, so he just kind of like ghosts Bennett. But they'll get over this hurdle. And of course, Bennett is the one getting screwed over here because we have to keep it perfectly balanced. All things should be. Zhongli and Childe. This one is just like Baiguang. I've read so many Zhongqi angst fics, okay? So I know what I'm talking about. Zhongli and Childe had a relationship before Zhongli revealed that he was the Geo Archon. And Childe is betrayed. And Zhongli just will not articulate his feelings. He will not tell Childe how much he means to him and how sorry he is. Everybody around them is suffering with them because they're seeing these two buffoons and just being like, just talk, just talk. It is drama and I am here for it. Okay, Chilumi, if it was Lumine with anybody else, it would be like really mature. But because Childe is in the mix, it's drama. Lumine came to him, was like, I just don't think this is working out. And Childe will just not let it be peaceful. Every day he's like, my beautiful girlfriend broke up with me. And it's just like, vibes, you're embarrassing yourself. And everybody is suffering because of it. All the fatui that he trains, all the fatui that he works with, they're all trying to stay away from him. Ekaterina in the bank is like, oh my God, here he comes. Childe is coming. Everybody leave, everybody leave. Okay, I see Kaveh as a child. So sorry. So I do not ship her with Amber or Tighnari. Go do something. Yae Miko. I want to say that it's super drama, but I think it's ghosted. A's done it before. Because A just went to the plane of euthymia and was just like, I pretend I do not see, when she was having like a crisis in her life. So I feel like if there was something going on with her and Yae, she would just kind of pull away. My girl's coping mechanisms, not the healthiest. They need to get back together again, don't worry. Eula Amber, I think this is a clean breakup. Eula is so good at controlling her emotions. Amber's also just like the healthiest, happiest person I've ever met in my life. Eula is so dramatic with everything, but I do think that it comes from a place of restraint, but I don't see Eula making it other people's business. Okay, Itoro. Okay, Itoro's kind of throwing me off a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. It'd be hard to even imagine them breaking up, but if they do, I do think it's gonna be through a friend. Because Ito is just immature enough to send one of his gang members to go to Watatsumi Island with a letter and be like, hey yo, bro, I got some bad news. Though I doubt in this scenario that Ito would break up with Goro. If anybody's gonna break up with anybody, I think Goro would break up with Ito. Primarily, I think because of work and because of distance. Ito and Ayato, if you're new to my channel, you should know that I am viciously, ferally in love with Ayato. And yes, it is kind of embarrassing. Ito and Ayato, I really love this ship. I think it's so sweet. I do think this is going to be a very clean breakup because Ayato won't let it be any other way. And I think Ito would actually be very mature about it because he's been dating Ayato. So I feel like that's just like, he's just kind of matured a bit by being around Ayato. I do think that they really cared for each other. And I just think it's time to move on. Ito and Sara, this is drama. I don't think Ito would be very mature about this one. They would see each other on the street and Ito would turn to his gang and talk really loudly about some girl he was with. He'd be like, yeah guys, this chick I was with last week, she was super mega hot. Big honkers, dude. And they'd be like, what are you talking about? You haven't left the group in like 2 weeks. And Ito would be like, dude, Sara's over there. I gotta make sure I get babes. And they'd be like, oh right, boss. Sorry, boss. And Sara would be like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. if Ito broke up with Sara, she'd go and just arrest him. Just cuz. Diluc, as boring as it is, the breakup will be just as boring. You know, Jean will be sad and Diluc will just like simply not feel his emotions and just shut down. It'd be like that relationship where Kaeya or Lisa would be like, hey, Jean, I haven't seen you and Diluc like hang out recently. You guys okay? And Jean would be like, oh yeah, we broke up like 2 months ago. And they'd be like, 2 months? We had no idea. Jean Lisa, on the other hand, I think that's drama. First and foremost, because it's a workplace relationship. It's not going to be intentional, but it's going to be like, Kaeya, whose side are you on? And the guys are going to be like, leave me out of this, girls. They try to be like super professional about it in like Pavonius meetings and stuff, but like Jean will be like giving like a speech and Lisa will kind of like, you know, throw in a snarky remark here and there. And all the knights would be sitting there like so uncomfortable. Kai and Albedo, I also think it's gonna be drama only because of their friend group. It's kind of like Jean Lisa. Albedo would be the calm, cool, and collected one. As much as I'd like to say that Kai would be like super mature about it, Kai can't leave well enough alone. You know, he has to get his dick in there. And you know Diluc's life is going to be a living hell because Kai is gonna be in Angel Share every night drinking that wine. My man's coping mechanisms are in the dirt. Anyways, you know, I value my safety. I'm just not touching that. For the record, don't get your panties in a twist. I do see them as adoptive brothers, so that's why I'm putting them down there, because I don't want to touch it. I don't want to touch that ship. Kaeya, Rosaria, I think they are the first category where it's just friends with benefits. I think they just stop sleeping with each other. I don't really see them as having like a really committed long-term relationship. I see them as seeing each other as like coping mechanisms. So Gonching, even though it is a workplace relationship, I do think it would be a very clean breakup. They're just so mature. I just think it's a really clean, healthy breakup, and they just continue being friends and they continue working together. Boring. Kokomi and Goro, I want to put drama. Like a general and his leader, that's drama to begin with. I also think it's a clean breakup. I just think they're just too mature to make it anybody else's problem or business. Kokomi and Sara, I imagine them both wanting to break up with each other at like the same time, so it's kind of like mutual, but I think they'd both do it through letters, through a friend, like have their friend go deliver it to Watatsumi Island or to the Tenryou Commission. I think they'd both kind of like send a letter at the same time and like get a breakup letter at the same time. They're like, oh, that's crazy, I just broke up with you. I don't really think that that's anything exciting at all, and I'm bored. Moving on. Mona Albedo. I think Mona Albedo will also be drama, only because Mona's a drama queen. She'd be like, the stars didn't tell me you were going to do this to me. And I think that all of her friends would kind of like feel the wrath of it, and Albedo would just kind of be chilling in the corner. But I feel like all of Mondstadt's gonna know. Okay, Ningguang and Zhongli. I think this is a clean breakup. I just think they're both just so refined individuals. Their relationship felt like a business transaction to begin with, so I feel like their breakup would be the same way. He's in, he's out. She broke up with him. He's like, I agree, whatever. I'm gonna go somewhere else and go stand by the water and like look at some waves or something. Okay, so I didn't really ship Raiden Sara to begin with. The little gremlin in me wants to put it in adultery. Can I please put it in adultery? I'm gonna put it in adultery and listen. Just listen to me. Okay, so I don't think Raiden would fully comprehend the concept of like monogamy, and that maybe having a wahoo with someone else is kind of like bad for a relationship. This is no hate to A. I just don't think that she would get that. She cheated on her with Yae, by the way. BTW. Sarah A enjoyers, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I think this is so drama. I love it so much. Mona and Scaramouche. First place. Scaramouche, it only took 3 betrayals for Scaramouche to be like, murder is okay. Murder is a good coping mechanism. I need to kill people now. And Mona, aforementioned drama queen, all of Teyvat, the fake stars in the sky to the abyss underground, is going to know about this breakup. People are going to die. Like, actually. Nahida is going to have some work on her little grubby hands. I live for the drama. I live for the tea, but I don't think I'm going to be living after this one. Albacros, this is a very clean breakup. Boring. Boo, boo. I hate that you guys are healthy. Boo. They got together in the first place because they're like, I think I feel some sense of attraction towards you. Let us act on this. Then after like a few months or whatever, they're like, I no longer feel the same feelings as I once did. Shall we break up? And the other person was like, yes. Sounds good to me. And then they wrote it down in their little scientific journals. Toma and Ayaka, I think Toma and Ayaka would have a very clean, mature breakup. They would be still like best friends, and it just didn't work out romance-wise. Tomato, on the other hand, I think the obvious answer would be that it would be a clean breakup because Ayato is so refined and mature, and Toma is just a sweetie pie, allegedly. But I like to turn the tables and say that it is not what we would expect. I think it would be so much drama. I think it's like 3rd place. I would like to imagine that Ayato just would not handle it correctly. Like he would kind of be like toxic about it, I think. Dinners with him, Toma, and Ayaka are the most uncomfortable occurrence in Teyvat history. I think Ayato would be kind of surprised by how he reacts. I think it affects him more than he realizes. I do think Ayaka would snap him out of it. I think Aether Xiao, I think it's going to be a clean breakup. They just both understand loss very well. I imagine their breakup being that Aether finally finds his sister and has to leave Teyvat. Regardless of the situation, I don't think there would be any hurt feelings. I'm going to say the exact same thing for Lumine Xiao. I think it's just really painful. I don't think this one is drama or like tea. I think this is just like absolutely just a tragedy that they have to break up. Damn. The mood is really soured. Oh my god, Xiaovan. I think it's drama. I'm just gonna make it everybody's business. Xiao's gonna be like, I have to process this in my own way. I'm gonna go hide myself away, like how I do. Venti's gonna be in the bars. Him and Kaeya together in Angel Share, just drinking it away. Venti is Taylor Swift. Gonna make a song out of it, and he's gonna make sure all of Mondstadt hears it. Xingqiu and Changyun, I do think it's gonna be like really drama, but I think it's gonna happen through a friend. Xingqiu will tell Xiangling to go tell Changyun that it's over, you know, very like kid behavior. I think more so than these two, because they're still kids and they're still trying to figure out their own feelings with each other. It will cause, you know, some rifts in the friend group. Aether and Ayaka, I think it's very clean. I think the long distance relationship just doesn't work out, so I think Aether doesn't send a letter or anything. I think Aether actually shows up to the Yashiro Commission to break up with her. She's very sad, and then Aether has to leave immediately because Ayato's gonna cut his legs off. Ayaka and Lumine, I would want to say it's the same thing. With Aether, she would have the courtesy and the balls to show up at the Yashiro Commission to tell Ayaka the bad news. Yeonfei and Hu Tao, drama, bitch. This is drama! I think Yeonfei would be like really textbook about it, and I don't think Hu Tao would handle it very nicely. I think she'd shut herself away in like a coffin somewhere, and Zhongli's gonna be like, girl, you good? Okay, Yoimiya and Ayaka, you know what? I have to put them in first place. It would be a mutual understanding with good communication skills, whatever, and they'd still be really good friends. Alhaitham and Dehya. Since when Dehya actually has good taste in people, I'm sorry to break it to you, y'all, Dehya is a lesbian. Friends with benefits. This is anything. This is friends with benefits, and they decided to stop sleeping with each other. Cyno and Nari, I can't imagine them breaking up. If they do break up, it's not going to be drama. They probably break up because of the distance. I think they'll get back together sooner or later. I just can't. I just don't want to imagine them. Candace and Dehya, I'm so sorry that's drama. In Dehya's trailer, she kind of alluded to the fact that Candace might do some really scary things when she's in a bad mood. So I can't really imagine a mood in which Candace and Dehya have broken up. I think Dehya will also be in the taverns drinking, complaining about it to all mercs in sight. Alhaitham and Nilou. To all Alhaitham Nilou enjoyers, I apologize. I don't see this ship at all. If you want to ship it, sure. But this is my tier list, so I'm gonna make some alterations. One of my favorite ships of all time is Kaveh Alhaitham. I'm gonna put Kaveh over Nilou because Kavehtham is like not here for some reason. Alhaitham Kaveh. Oh my god, the drama. Oh my god. Kaveh has to move out now. It would really put strains in their friend group with Cyno and Tighnari. They'd be like, please leave us out of this. We're not picking a side. And Kaveh's like, you have to. He's the asshole here, not me. Alhaitham would be on the subreddit, am I the asshole? Trying to figure out if he's the one in the wrong. Nilou and Dehya, I also think it's a very clean breakup. Dehya would still be in the taverns, for sure. And Nilou will like work herself overtime. But I don't think they're gonna like tell their friends at all. I don't think it will erupt into anything crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go under the assumption that these are the two fatui NPCs that we see longing for each other. They like write letters to each other. I think ghosted, because it's so easy to ghost each other in this situation, just with the notes and letters and they barely see each other as is. Dunyazard and Dehya. I'd like to say drama because Dehya technically works for Dunyazard and it kind of like creates some tensions. Genuinely, I think it's a clean breakup. I think Dunyazard was just happy that she got to live long enough to be with Dehya and they still stay friends afterwards and they still respect each other a lot. I don't see this being messy at all. Heizo and Lumine, that's drama. I'm so sorry. Heizo would be dramatic. I think that he will be a little bitter, and I'd say the same thing for Aether. I just think Heizo can be that girl if he wants to be that girl. You may disagree. He might be super cool-headed about it, but this is my opinion and my tier list, so I make up the Heizo headcanons. Okay? And for our final ship, we've got Donna and diluc. Donna really out here living all of our dreams for real. She's too obvious with her simping. She needs to reel it back. She's embarrassing me. I think either diluc cheats on her asshole, or would be ghosted. It's not drama. For the tea of it, adultery. He's cheating on her with Venti or with Jean. That's tea. Or big gag of the century, Donna cheats. Like after all this time, her yearning for diluc and the Dark Knight hero. And then one day she's like, I'm bored. Never mind. It was fun. And she cheats on diluc. I kind of live. So this is the final tier list. Yes. Okay, that was fun. Actually, if you know me in like real life, I'm a very non-drama person. I try to stay away from drama at all costs. But you know, sometimes a good scandal keeps me young. You know, tell me if you agree or disagree with anything in the comment section down below. I encourage ship discourse as long as everyone is respectful and civil. Make sure to like this video if you liked it. Thanks. And subscribe if you too want to witness the aftermath of Kaveh and Alhaitham breaking up. I feel like the tea would be so juicy, I'd be fed for weeks. And again, tonight I will be going live on twitch.tv/eissocial at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be sure to come by, say hi. I'm so excited to see you guys. I've been preparing for this for so long. And if I don't see you tonight, then I will of course see you in the next one. Peace. There's so many gay people.